Hi YouTube and welcome to Maria's Kitchen. So today I'm going to make chicken Parmesan with garlic bread. So what you need is you're going to need a pack of chicken. Okay? I'm going to use apple cider vinegar, some adobo, 1 sobre of sazon, parsley, black pepper, and garlic powder. This is what I'm going to use to season my chicken. Over here on this side, that's what I'm going to need to bread my chicken. So I'm going to use Parmesan breadcrumbs. I'm going to use 2 eggs. And here you're going to take your cheese. You can use shredded cheese if you want, but I'm going to use this cheese. I'm going to cut it into slices. You have to take your chicken and you have to, those of you who do it with the fat, you can leave it, but I don't. I cut off the fat. I cut my chicken first, and then afterwards I disinfect it and then season it. Okay. Next thing is I'm gonna cut it into like slices. Not too thick, not too thin. So I'm actually trying to make only 6 pieces of chicken. So the rest of my chicken, I'm gonna put it away. Okay, I got 6 pieces of chicken here. And the next thing I'm gonna do is mix it with some cold water. Apple cider vinegar. Give it another rinse. Or you could use white vinegar, whichever vinegar you prefer. Just use vinegar. Mix 1 sobre of sazon. Adobo. Remember that your breadcrumbs already have seasoning. Parsley, garlic, black pepper, and then you mix. This is all the seasoning we need. Okay, here I got 2 eggs. I'm going to scramble them. Put them here on my chicken. Mix with your hand. Okay, so I got a pot here or frying pan. I'm using vegetable oil. I got a plate here with some napkins to drain the liquid when my chicken is done. Got my chicken, and I got my breadcrumbs in a bowl. If you haven't already done so, take your cheese and start cutting into slices. I'm using them like this. Or if you're using smaller pieces of chicken, then cut your cheese smaller. So the first thing you need, I'm gonna put this on the side. Next is remember your chicken is already dipped in the egg, so which eliminates the process of dipping it in the egg in a separate bowl. So now you're going to begin to coat it. Make sure your oil is already heating up and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, check your oil is just about hot enough. Okay, and repeat the process. Now you're going to get this into like a light golden because you're going to continue cooking it in the oven. It's already bubbling. That's how you want it. So here I'm going to cook 2 pieces at a time because my frying pan is not that big. Okay, So I want to get this into a light golden. I'm gonna continue to bread the next chicken just to have it ready. Now I'm gonna heat medium to high. Or lower it if you want. I don't want ones like that. Now the trick for the crumbs to stick on the chicken is you can't mess with it a lot once it's frying. You have to leave it there and just let the heat and the oil, let it do its work. Stick it to the chicken, because if you start messing with it a lot, then the breadcrumbs are gonna start falling off and your chicken's gonna fall apart. And you don't want that. And chicken cooks very fast. You see I'm turning it over one time. Turn this one over one time as well. Just move it. So you see I have space now, so I think I could fit this piece of chicken. Right? Squeeze it in there. Alright guys, so this is what my chicken looks like. It's all cooked. I put it on a towel to drain the oil. And the next thing you're going to do, the same fork that you used, or if it's cooled down enough, you can use your hands. I'm using Bertolli olive oil and garlic pasta sauce. So you can use a glass dish. I'm using an aluminum pan today. And your chicken, you're gonna lay it in the bottom. I put on the bottom, I put the whole sauce, the whole jar. And you're gonna start just layering your chicken. Try not to overlap them as much, and if they overlap by just a little bit, by just touching a little bit of the sides, that's fine. You see? All 6 pieces of my chicken fit there nicely. So my oven is on 350 degrees. I'm gonna put this in the oven for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna put my slices of cheese on top, pop it back in the oven, and take it out until it's bubbly. Okay, so right here I got a loaf of bread, and what I'm gonna do is cut the whole thing in half. Cut it open. Okay, some people take out the insides. I'm not gonna do that. Here I have half a stick of butter, and I melted it in the microwave for 30 seconds. So the next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a brush, like a basting brush or a brush you use when you put barbecue sauce. If you don't want to use butter, you can use olive oil. But today I'm using butter. Okay, you're gonna put this on the bottom. Both sides. And don't be so cheap with the butter. Okay, put this on the side. The next thing is that I'm using garlic puree. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take about this much, and you're just gonna spread it. Try to get it even, you know, an even layer. Now the garlic depends on how you like your garlic bread. Okay, now if you want it really garlicky, you add more, or instead of using this jar, because it is processed, you can take the garlic, fresh garlic, and mash it yourself. But if you do that, you have to use a little bit less garlic, because that's a lot stronger than this jar that I'm using. But I don't have that garlic, so I'm using this one. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add garlic powder. See? I put garlic powder on top of the bread on both sides. Next I'm going to use is parsley. I'm going to put parsley on both. Okay, last but certainly not least, grated Parmesan cheese. Now the grated Parmesan cheese is optional. So this you're going to put in the oven for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how toasty you want it. It's just to toast it in the oven. And this is what I'm pairing my chicken Parmesan with. So I'll come back to you and show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, so I left it in the oven for 20 minutes. And this is what it looks like. Now, right before it was 20 minutes, I put the cheese on top. And then 20 minutes. And then this is my garlic bread. So I'm going to plate it now. The other one. Okay, now you can have this with pasta, but we don't want pasta today. So today we're having it with garlic bread. Or you can have it with salad on the side. You have a garlic bread and salad. So here you have it, chicken Parmesan with garlic bread. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.